Good morning. You know what time it is? It's coffee time. That's right. With Michael Sanchez. How's everyone doing today on this beautiful Wednesday morning? It's nice out there, but the pollen is killing me. So excuse me if I sound a little funky. What are you gonna do? It's been bad that pollen. I went to the mountains the other day and came back, and it was just ugh. It was a mess. So, and anyway, I'm glad I'm here this morning, having my coffee, enjoying it. I got today Rebecca Hendricks. She is the author of Hound Dogs. Sounds like an interesting book. I've had her here before, so I'm looking forward to talking to her again regarding her book. Sounds interesting. Um, Hopefully she get in. I texted her earlier regarding how to get in. I know she had issues the last time, but let's hope it doesn't happen again. But I know she's excited. I'm excited to bring her back here. So while we wait for Rebecca, we got a couple authors here, been here before. They're pretty cool. Let's see, bring me here. Hey Eva, how you doing?
I'm fine, thanks, Michael. Are you?
Like I said, I'm feeling a little funky. You know what I mean with this pollen.
Oh, right. We don't have that issue at the minute.
Oh, then you're lucky. Stop bragging.
It's still quite, it can be still quite chilly over here.
Gotcha,
And
gotcha.
we've had some strong winds recently as well.
Oh, okay. Hey Dale, you there? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, he's got that thing going again. Oh, oh. He sounds like a chipmunk. Sounding like a chipmunk, Dale.
Hi, Dale.
I don't know what's happening with that, but anyway,
Oh,
uh,
he's gone, I think.
she was a little leery about getting in. She wanted to make sure that it would be working. I said, "Well, just uh, just look at the thing, and nothing's gonna happen until the exact time and hour." So I wonder what happened with that. Dale, you
Yeah,
there?
can you hear me now?
Yeah. What are you doing, man?
Oh, okay. For some reason, the first time I
Hi,
log on,
Dale.
the first time I
Hi,
log on
Dale.
does that crap, and then I have to come out and come back in again.
Well, I was hoping that that's what's happening with our guest today, Rebecca. I know she the first time I've interviewed, she was having the same issue.
Yeah,
And so I called, had her call me this morning about 30 minutes before the show started. She's like, she just wants to make sure it works. That all you had to do is wait to the 11 o'clock hour, and then you just press that button, and you should
yeah,
be in. But I don't
yeah.
know.
We had a guest scheduled for a radio show, and he forgot and took a walk, and it's just like, really?
Well, hopefully that's not the case with Rebecca. I mean, hopefully that's not because she was excited about it this morning. So we'll see. Jeff is out there. Let's see if we can get him in here. See what he's doing. Jeff, what do you think? Are you having issues over there with that pollen over there, Dale?
No, no. Luckily, it's actually been gorgeous. The spring weather was so good 2 days ago. I sat out on the deck without a jacket on, and it was like, I'm going around without a jacket. Woo!
Wow.
Well, it was like that when I went to the mountains over there in North Carolina Monday, but it did its number on me. Something happened.
Well, at least the snow's mostly gone, so that's a good plus, and we'll probably get the pollen pretty soon.
Yeah, it's definitely gone over there in the mountains. Temperature was like maybe 8 degrees cooler, something like that, between 5 to 8 degrees, but
Wow.
it felt great. Yeah, it felt great.
Wow.
Used to be worse here. We had pine trees right over our parking spaces, and we had yellow cars for the longest time.
Yeesh, yikes, yikes. You're seeing them green over here, that's for sure.
Yep.
It's looking nasty, looking pretty nasty. So we'll see. Rebecca, where are you? She's trying. I'm sure she's
Hello,
trying.
hello, hello.
Oh, Jeff's here.
Hey, Jeff, how you doing?
Hi, pretty good.
What you doing?
Had a
What
little
are you doing over
trouble.
there?
I had a little trouble pushing the buttons today, so
I wonder if that's what's going on with Rebecca. If she's having an issue with the buttons,
Don't worry, Jeff. We can push your buttons.
huh?
yeah.
Hey,
I hear
hey,
you.
hey,
I
Jeff,
hear you.
don't let him bully you, Jeff.
How am I? I'm
No,
doing
no,
good.
don't let Dale bully you. That's for sure.
Why not?
Oh, hey, it's just an average day for me.
On average.
Authors have to have a thick skin.
Ah.
I've been helping them get better.
So the pollen over there is not bugging you over there. It's all right.
The what isn't bugging me?
The pollen.
Oh, the pollen. Some days it does. Yeah, you'd think, living in a desert, there wouldn't be enough plants around to do that. But yeah, there are. And today's not bad though.
All that
Gotcha.
cactus pollen.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
All
don't
right.
know. I don't know. I know spruce. A lot of people have spruce trees in their backyard, and that definitely affects me.
Well, folks, it looks like she's having issues coming in. I'm gonna have her call me like Dale did some time ago. So let me know if you guys can hear her. I'm gonna have her call me. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Why she's having that issue. And I told her, don't use the computer, just use the phones. 'Cause that's the best way. So I don't know. I'm gonna have her call me, see if it works. And you guys let me know if y'all can hear her. All right?
Will do.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's
I'll
see.
use sign language.
I'll use that. Rebecca. Let's see. Let's see. Give me a call. Come on. All right, let me call her. Let's see if I can call her.
She's playing an April Fool's joke on you.
Ah, hope not. Yeah, that's right. Today is the day, isn't it? I hope not. I hope that's not the case. All right, let's see. She's calling.
Hey,
She's from Colorado, so we'll see what's going on over there.
hey, I got a question for you, Michael. And
Yep.
on the screen that I'm looking at, there's a list of names. Dale's there, Jeff,
Yep.
Eva, baby. I'm sorry, I don't know what the proper name to use there, but it says Eva. But anyway, there's a heart next to each name with a number. What does that mean?
That's a
The
good
heart.
question. You know what? I don't know. That's a good question. I
Oh,
don't
I
know.
was
I don't know if maybe that's followers that you guys have on your when y'all listed to get into the show. I don't know if those are followers, people that.
oh,
Jeff,
oh,
that's how many people love you.
that's what I was. That's what I was hoping, especially after getting bullied on the playground and
Wow.
beaten up. It's like now here comes the love.
Yeah, just submit to an editor sometime if you want to get really bullied.
Oh no,
Hey, Jeff.
Yeah.
Jeff.
Uh-huh.
It was Michael who gave me the name Eva Baby.
hey, you there?
Oh,
Hold on,
okay.
guys. Hold on. Let's see. Let's see. Hey, Rebecca, you there?
Well, better you, Eva, than us.
Can you
True,
raise the
very
volume over
true.
there? Hey, guys, can y'all hear her?
She's very faint.
Very
Very
faint.
faint.
You there, Rebecca?
Increase your volume, Rebecca.
All right. Can you hear her, guys?
Just barely.
All right.
Barely.
So, yeah. What's
If
happened? What is it saying over there on your side? Right. Hmm. Have you guys had that issue?
yep,
No.
that's what I was having. That's one reason I was late.
Yeah, my
Wow.
first time was ridiculous trying to get in. So
Yeah, I don't know about this. Anyway, you're here. I'm happy that you're here, Rebecca. You want to talk about your book, Hound Dogs?
would be, when it's finished, there would be 4 books. Book 3 is scheduled to release this summer.
Wow. So this Hound Dog is the first of the series, right?
Yes, yes, it's the first book.
Now, how many pages we're talking about?
A lot.
A lot.
Part of it is, well, it's 400 and some pages, but it is pretty big space. I mean, there's a lot of space in there.
Right.
It's a bigger book. I feel for that reason. But it's a fast read. I mean, it's not like it moves slow or anything. So it's pretty quick read.
Got you. So what inspired you to write this story?
I actually wrote the original story when I was 14 years old. And I just started recently to reread them. And I was like, well, I was never happy with that first book, and I love to write, so I was rewriting it, and my husband was bugging me because he wanted to read it. And I was like, I don't know why you want to read it, but he really bugged me. And so I let him read it, and he goes, you're going to have to do something. You have to do something with this. You really have something here. You need to do something with it. So and I was like, no, because I had tried to get published once before, and it was a nightmare.
Oh, wow.
And I really wasn't, I mean, that was back before, self-publishing was a thing. So that'll date me, but, so anyway, he finally convinced me, and I started looking into self-publishing, and so that's how it happened.
Got you. Now, tell the youngs a little bit more about this story.
It's about a group of young men who form a rock and roll band in 1958 during the birth of rock and roll. And the struggles that they go through with trying to make that happen.
Got you. Now, it's what year is it based on?
1958.
And why did you choose that year?
It was a really exciting time, I think, for rock and roll. I mean, it was just coming into coming a thing, it was popular. The kids were really wanting to hear it and enjoying it. And of course, there was a lot of pushback from, if you will, the older generation. They wanted to stomp it out. They called it the devil's music.
Right.
And they really, really pushed to stomp it out because a lot of it started with the roots. Its roots are based in the blues, which of course was an African American community, and so they had rock and roll had to come up against a racial barrier and all of that kind of thing. And the young kids were really into the music. They liked it. They loved to dance to it. They wanted to hear it, and they didn't care, who was playing it.
Gotcha.
They just wanted to really get into it. And I think that Elvis was the forerunner, and he really changed up everything because he was who he was. He was so charismatic, and he helped to bridge that gap because he did sing a lot of songs that were based in the blues.
Gotcha. I got my panel here. You guys have a question here for our author?
Yes, could I please ask Rebecca, since her novel starts in 1958 in that era of rock and roll, do you frequently mention other rock and roll songs that were in the pop charts round about that time in your novels, Rebecca?
Yes. Let's see. There was a lot of Fats Domino songs. I'm trying to think of tunes that specifically, like Buddy Holly's "That'll Be the Day,"
Oh,
uh,
right.
um, um, boy, Blueberry Hill, um, Hound Dog, of course, Hound Dog.
By
Uh,
Elvis, yeah.
nothing but a hound. He ain't nothing but a hound dog.
Great titles, that's for sure.
um, there was a lot of Bill Haley and the Comets songs like "Shake,
Oh,
Rattle, and Roll,"
yeah,
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 which was based on a blues song.
right.
I think it was originally done by a blues artist.
gotcha.
A lot of those older songs were based, and they made the crossover. Pat Boone brought a lot of those songs forward, but the kids got interested in who created those songs to begin with, and that's what drove them to Fats Domino, Little Richard, and Chuck Berry, Johnny B. Good.
Oh, definitely some great titles. Dale, you have a
Really
question, Dale?
brilliant titles.
Not a question. There was a great documentary I watched on television about this radio station in Ohio that was doing a lot to break the barriers. They were playing some of the folk and blues music that had been adapted and was really the birth of rock and roll. And Elvis did come in a little after it. I mean, Sun Records in Memphis came in, but there were other record labels that were doing it before them and actually breaking down the barriers and getting records sold, which was amazing. I mean, it's great to see the history and find out about the truth of it. Yes, as Rebecca's saying, the racism was a big part of it. It's like people were afraid. They wanted the status quo to remain safe
Yeah.
and comfortable and unchanging, and the world was just shifting, and they couldn't handle it.
What say you, Becca?
Yes, exactly. And as the series goes on, actually, book three really deals with that because at the end of book two, there's like I don't want to say a riot because the story takes place in a small town, but it's like an incident where things blew up and got out of hand. And so then all of a sudden now it's on the city council's radar, it's on everybody's radar, and all of a sudden it's like, okay, we got to stop this now because it's overtaking the minds of our young people, and we got to stop this out. So Good Three really deals with that line, they're trying to shut down, the places that played rock and roll. There was no more concerts. You couldn't hear it at school. There's a there's a club that's outside the city limits that's called the Blue Cat, and it's ran by an African American man called Cat, and he plays the blues and a lot of like the early rock and roll stuff. So the kids start going there,
Interesting.
and they can't touch it because it's outside the city limits, but it really starts to cause an even bigger problem within the community. And then there's another band that is kind of the Hound Dogs rival band, and they're from the Dice. And their shift on the thing is, okay, we need to start putting out the content that the public wants to hear. So they shift from rock and roll to start to play the old time songs that people are into, like Sinatra and even Crosby and people like that. So those songs were safer, and it brings in a crowd. So it's kind of like that line between trying to do this one thing and then they're trying to do another thing. But so I don't want to give away any spoilers. Into book three, it just explodes.
Got you. Jeff, you have a question?
Oh, I was just thinking of, I was thinking of two things. The first was peanut butter and banana sandwiches. which I've tried, and they're quite good. They're very good. The
Yes,
the
sir.
other the other question or just observation is I remember when I was young listening to Elvis, and I just couldn't believe, the power and the excitement behind the way he sang. And and then later we had other bands come in, as time, we rolled into the 60s and stuff. And I remember hearing a lot of adults really disliking the new kinds of music. And I don't know. I now that I'm older, what worries me is I hear certain types of music now on the radio that's new, and I kind of don't always like it. And I'm wondering if I'm turning into my parents.
I know. Totally, 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 totally.
Yeah,
You're
Jeff.
not you're not alone there, Jeff.
Jeff, when you were young, green sleeves was the popular thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh man, don't mind
I
the
should,
panel, Rebecca.
No, I love it. I love it. I'm right there with them. Right there with them.
Yeah. What say you
but
about that topic, Rebecca? What say you
I heard a little bit.
about
I
what
heard,
Jeff says regarding the music from yesterday to today?
oh, yeah, I'm with him totally because, one thing I thought growing up is I don't ever want to turn into my parents.
Uh,
But I think it's sad because a lot of it, there's no real instruments playing, and it's more like a beat. And they after a while they all start to sound the
sound the
same.
same. Yep, they all sound the
And
same.
then you've got the rap that's just a bunch of hate coming out, in my opinion. And it went from make love not war to let's make the war.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And to me, it's sad because I feel like so much is lost. Um, I actually listen to a lot of the new country now, but after a while, it's just the same thing. And to me, that's just sad. It's just sad.
Gotcha. Eva, you have another question?
Yes, I do. So Rebecca, is your series um going to be, or is it part biographical and part fiction, or is it completely biographical?
Did you get that, Becca?
I'm not sure I understand. Sorry.
Can you repeat that, Eva?
Yes. Do you regard your series as being biographical, or
Oh,
is it part biographical and part fiction? Have you thrown some fiction in there as well?
yeah. I mean, it is a fiction book. I mean, it's about fictional community and fictional bands. Um,
Right.
I just, I mean, it's not really based on one specific band or person. I just basically took the concept because I mean, it's about growing up and finding out. And are you going to follow your dreams, or are you going to be put in a box? Basically, it's
Right.
underlying
Okay.
story is about hope.
Oh, Dale, you have a question?
Not a question. It's just that, boy, it's funny hearing about this because we all like the familiar. And in the past, people could all share. They would hear on the radio and on Ed Sullivan, they shared a commonality of music. And then in the 60s, it completely splintered. Between rock and roll, between surf music, between the acid music from the West Coast, with Jefferson Airplane, things like that, and things just kept morphing. And even today, you have such a splintering of genres and tastes and just where to access music. I mean, we don't even hear good things on the radio anymore, which is a shame. Because I could name you 50 great people that you should be listening to, and not all of them are old. Some are very recent and very good. And the trouble is that so much music in so many different areas, and people don't know where or how to find it and have no interest in it.
What say you, Becca?
Yes, yeah, exactly. I totally and completely agree. And I'm ashamed to say this, but I was listening to a band on the internet, and I thought, boy, these guys are really, really good. And later on, I found out that it was AI generated.
Oh man.
Oh, yeah, that's
Oh,
right.
right.
Yeah, I
So
forget I
I
forget the name
was
of the
floored.
band,
I was
but
floored. I was like, oh my
Was
gosh.
it Millie Vanilli? Was it Millie Vanilli?
Showing your age, Michael.
No, no. That's hilarious. Oh my gosh. Yeah, no kidding.
Who can forget that? Yeah, I never forgot it. Jeez.
But yeah, I feel bad about that too because it's even like with my author career and I know you know this the struggle that you get just trying to get out there because there's just so much out there.
Yep.
It's saturated. And just trying to make a blip on the map is it's really super hard. It's been really
Well,
hard.
Rebecca, they say the same thing about books. Oh, there's too many books. I can't find good stuff. There's nobody good anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's all formula. Because when I was learning about publishing, I took a course, and they were like, "You need to write to market so you can churn this stuff out so you can make money." And
Oh,
it's
that's
like
crap. That's crap.
because most romances are a formula, so you just change the names, and now you can just plug it into AI and it'll generate whatever you want. So you're able to keep relevant. And that's not what I'm about. That's not what I wanted to do. And it's like, am I making money? No, but at least I feel like I'm producing good content with a good story behind it.
Yep, that's always more important.
You got so what group are you trying to target here in this story?
Well, this is very interesting actually, because when I moved into the marketing phase, I was working with some people, and they said, "Oh, well, this is a young adult book because it has adult characters." Well, the problem has been that young adults aren't reading it.
Yeah, yeah.
because they like the fast paced stuff. They want to read about vampires and superheroes, and they don't want to read. And so it has been an older crowd. Um, it's been people that appreciate the history behind it and brings back memories and that sort of thing.
Yeah, the trouble is, Rebecca, is that's history, and people don't know history anymore. You can watch Jeopardy. People have no idea what happened before the year 1990. Nothing.
Jeez. Yeah, that's unfortunate. That is. What say you about that, Jeff? What she's saying?
yeah, I was last weekend. I was at a show and with several other authors. We had a table and we were selling our books, and the the young people, we'd ask them, do you like to read? Maybe that would just be to, kind of acknowledge them and say, oh, hey, do you like to read? And they go, no. It's like, wow. But then, most of my sales did go to older people. Even my latest book, which is meant for a younger audience, it was still older people that bought it just simply because they enjoy a coming of age story, I guess, and one with humor. But it's really noticeable how few younger people read. And my own grandkids, they have yet to read one of my books, and they're great kids. They really are. I shouldn't call them kids. They're almost adults now, or two of them are adults. And but it's just not part of their lifestyle. They get everything from the phone or from videos and so on.
Gotcha.
Yes, I was just going to say, Jeff, that there's far too many of the younger generation who seem to permanently have their mobile phones attached to their ears.
Mm,
And, you know, I don't know many of the younger generation who do read.
What
yeah.
say you, Becca?
Am I allowed to ask a question?
Sure, go ahead.
You just did.
So when it comes to marketing your book, how do you market it?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know on Amazon they keep trying to pin me to either young adult, but I want to say that the book is for any age, but they kind of try to pigeonhole you. And it does make
Yes.
marketing a little harder.
What say you, Dale?
What is the title of your book? Can I ask?
Are you talking to me, Jeff?
Yeah, Chef.
Yes,
My
yes, Jeff. Yes, sorry.
my first book was called Rapture Lands, and the second book is the coming of age book that's very, very humorous called A Giant Tale.
Okay. I'm just curious.
Yeah.
What say
Thank
you,
you.
Dale?
I will say, do beware of sweeping generalities, including this one. Yes, while there is a large percentage of the population who do not read or seem to, some are reading on their phones and some are reading in different mediums, and you still can market to them if you're giving them something they like to read. There are more popular genres, and that's the kind of thing that sells a lot more. So if you want to sell a lot of books, being in that genre gives you a leg up. But you can find readers. There's still plenty of them around. They're not all dead. And there are ways of doing that. I mean, I actually wrote a book on marketing because people
He
keep
does
asking
have
the same
colorful
question.
words, doesn't he?
How do I sell more books? So I wrote 87 ways to sell more books. So,
There
and
you
somebody
Yeah.
goes, well, how do I do it? I go, here, read the book. And yes, it's a lot of work. It's constant work, and it is the hamster wheel on which you have to keep running faster and faster, merely to stay in the same place. Because with a couple million more books added to the pile every year, it is difficult to rise above the regular amount of people. Remember, there's millions of good writers out there with terrific books, and we live in a world of infinite free entertainment. Why should anybody give you money for something you made up in your head? When they
There you
do,
go.
that's amazing, and that shows you have won the game already.
Yeah.
What say you, Becca?
Oh, go ahead.
What say you, Becca, about that?
No, I agree. I agree. And I think it comes down to trying to think outside of the box to try to find these readers. You know, I mean, I know the social media thing is like, of course, a big deal, but I think I'm going to have to get out and try to find my readers. Maybe like places, book fair, stuff like that.
What say you, Jeff?
Well, I was just going to say one thing that does look promising, and I'm going to move in this direction, which is having audible versions of your book, so they can just listen to it while they're driving.
So is
Yeah.
that your
Jeff,
plan?
if you're not in audio, you're missing a big percentage. You're leaving money on the table. It's a huge portion of the market now, and it allows you to get more reviews, more listeners, people who don't have time to read, and it's a different medium to make things exciting for them. So yeah, you need to get into it. And again, if you want, send me an email and I can give you some advice on that.
What say you, Becca, about that?
Yes, I would appreciate that very much. I would
So,
love your email.
so you would like to? None of your books are on Audible right now.
No, part of it is the did because, of money, of course.
Right.
Oh, Rebecca dear, I have a way for you to do it with no money up front. I've done it about 30 different times. So it's just a new source of income and no upfront money.
Wow.
So send me an email.
What say you, Eva?
That sounds good to me, Jeff. Dale, sorry. That sounds good to me, Dale, too. I would quite like, none of my books are on Audible, and I would love to get them out there on Audible.
Interesting.
Well,
So
Okay.
Rebecca,
Michael, can you send us Dale's
I'm
email?
putting it in the chat.
there you go. He's gonna send it right now. Can
Brilliant.
you see
And
the chat in there?
Thank you,
Phillips
Dale.
at
Oh, that's right.
Comcast.net.
You're not in there.
Maybe what you could do is send me an email.
I'll send it to you.
Yeah, okay, Michael, thank you.
Hey, Dale, when you get the opportunity, send that to my email as well.
Okay, I just put it in the chat there, but I can send it to your email as well.
So, Rebecca, what was the
You've
most
got my
surprising thing
email.
you learned when you were creating this book?
Just, I think the biggest thing was that, when you're so naive, it's like, okay, so I write a book and I put it out there, but the marketing piece is just so huge and overwhelming, and when you don't have a clue what you're doing and you're trying to find out, and then, you end up making mistakes along the way, and you end up, falling. There's so many scams out there, and you fall into that, and you trip and you fall, and you waste money. I think the marketing piece is just huge, and when I'm not a spring chicken, let's put it that way. So it's hard to navigate all of that stuff. It was just so hard and overwhelming. I've learned a lot, and I've thought about maybe trying to coach some people just to make them aware of what's out there in terms of the scams and the people that target you and not take your money. It's just too much.
Gotcha. Yeah, Pano, we talked about it. I think last week or the week before that about those scams. What do you guys say out there?
There are a lot of people trying to take money from others. I think half the world is trying to get money from the other half. And authors are particularly vulnerable because people are so desperate to get published and get sales and get known that they do not do a lot of research, and things that sound good they jump on, and they're being taken advantage of. There's so much of that now, and it's a shame. But they have to be aware. There's a website called Predators and Editors, which is a big help, and it tells you some of the things of which to look out for.
That's cool. That's good to know. That's definitely good to know. So, do you hear
Yeah.
from readers much, Rebecca?
Well,
No.
No, not enough. Not enough.
Not enough.
my newsletter does pretty good. So yeah, people tend to like my newsletter a lot. So I do get some feedback on my newsletter, but
Gotcha, but no mention of your books.
not really.
Really? Wow. You guys have that same issue, panel? You have the same issue?
It is
Oh,
difficult to get feedback, and getting reviews is like pulling teeth. But
too right. Yeah, I
Yeah,
found that.
I don't have a newsletter. I don't know. I probably should. That's what they say, but it just seems it takes away from the writing. I
well,
don't
Jeff,
know.
I mean, when you're carving in stone, it does take a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't have a newsletter either.
I am from the Stone Age.
I
Go ahead, Rebecca.
I didn't do one for a long time because I had 25 people signed up for it and I knew them all.
Oh, wow.
So I was like, so I didn't do anything with it. But when my second book came out, I was working with some people that promoted me and stuff, and I started to get a following again. but I'm going to say that most of them don't open them anyway. And you get them subscribe, and they're looking for whatever. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, he's right. It does take away from your writing time, and it is frustrating that you put all this work into it and nobody reads it. But I don't put out your typical newsletter. I don't go by the formula. I write what I want to write in my newsletter, and I created a little piece called Ask Edna. It's kind of like a Ask Abby, Dear Abby.
Dear Abby, yeah.
I created a Ask Edna, and it's kind of like a funny little take on things. There's a question, but I base it in kind of like advice that they would have given in the 50s. So it's kind of it's funny. So people love Ask Edna.
Gotcha. And you guys have anything to say?
Yeah,
Well,
I think that's great. She's got her readers know what they're going to get. This Dear Abby sort of thing, which I think is brilliant because then you have something to say that people are interested in.
yes, a newsletter is an important way of connecting with your readers and getting them to be more than one book fans. It does take time and it does take effort, and you do need to give people content that is important to them, not just buy my new book. You need to give them something of value. I mean, I don't even open the newsletters of many other writers because I get so many of them. And it's like, and it's wonderful, but that's not important to me.
What
And
say
that's what you
you?
got to do for your readers.
What say you, Becca?
Yeah, I agree, and that's why I stepped out of the box because I didn't want it to be just about buy my book. I didn't want it to be just about me. I didn't want it to be a sales pitch, so I put other pieces of content into it, and I do like contests and stuff like that where I'll give away some of my swag or whatever, but and people really like that too. They like the contest. They like the idea, and then I try to make it fun for everybody. I have a quote of the month, um, and I do have a little piece in there that's about where I'm at in my author journey. I try to put something about my author journey in there, but it's not the whole thing. It's
Gotcha.
not the focus of it.
Gotcha. What say you, Eva?
Yeah, well, like Jeff said, I was sort of thinking along the lines of producing a newsletter to be taken away from writing time. But now, having listened to Dale and having listened to Rebecca, I think it's going to be something I'm going to look at in the near future. Yeah.
Yep. Marketing and promotion take time, but you can't complain about sales if you're not doing it.
That's true.
Just be yourself and create what you want to create.
There you
That's
go.
what I think.
Be yourself. Yeah.
That's what I think.
Yeah. I agree with that. Yeah, I agree with that. So, where who's published your book? Who's publishing it?
Me,
Oh, you're
I'm
publishing it.
self-published.
All your books are self-published
Independently published, Michael. Independent.
independently. Yeah, that's a good
Yeah.
thing.
Self implies you do it all by yourself, but we choose our teams. We get editors, we get our beta readers, we get our cover designers, we get our formatters. We have a team that we pick to do the right things and do it properly. People in traditional publishing get handed an editor who might not even know what they're doing. They might get a terrible cover, and they always get blamed if the book doesn't sell then, despite what the publisher has done.
Wow, that makes sense. So, how many folks you have working on your book, Becca?
Well, a lot.
Hey, hey.
I finally found a team that I clicked with, and it's just been a blessing because they really helped me out a lot. I've learned a lot from them, and so yeah. But a lot of it is just me.
Oh,
But
sure.
my editor that edited this last book was she's been with me since the beginning, and I don't know what happened, but it was a horrible edit. It was just terrible because she lost track of the story, which I get. I mean, I
Oh,
get it,
wow.
but when you're paying somebody that much money to edit your book, in my opinion, they should know what's going on
Right.
and should be able to follow it. Because that's the whole reason of the edit, the content in it.
Right. Interesting. So,
Showing you really in a series.
yeah. And that's the thing, you build trust and rapport with these folks, and you expect for them to know what you want, you know what I mean? But you don't always
Yeah.
get that.
So,
What say you, Dale?
I say I know some good editors if she needs. Yes, when you're
Yeah.
paying money, you should get the service for which you contracted. And there's so many good editors out there that it's good to find one that sees your vision and doesn't try to rewrite your books, but tells you and shapes your manuscript the way you want to get something that's more commercial and error free and follows a storyline that everybody can enjoy.
What say you, Jeff?
yeah.
I found a really good editor by going to the Pikes Peak writing conference a few years ago, and that's a good place because you go to these conferences and you'll have various speakers. In this conference, you take an hour class, and there would be maybe four people that would give presentations, and you get a good idea of if they're a good fit for you. And so I just went up and talked to one that seemed really good, and boy, I am so happy I did that.
There you go. What say you, Becca?
Yeah, I agree. I'm gonna need to shift editors for sure because I mean once this series is complete, I'm already working on different stories and trying to write different stories and different books. So moving forward with that, I'm gonna have to find somebody else. I just am.
Gotcha. Eva, you got a final
So
question there?
No, not a final question as such. I just wanted to comment on what Dale was saying about finding editors who are not going to want to change your story too drastically. It is your story, it is your
That's right.
baby, and
Yeah.
don't let them influence you to change things that you didn't see being in there in the first place. You've
Yeah.
got to, yeah, don't let them change your story. It is your baby.
Have you had that issue, Rebecca?
yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, I kind of hit that crossroads this time, and I was like, are you gonna cave or are you gonna continue to do your vision? And I continued to do my vision because I felt like I didn't want to compromise, and it's not like I'm Stephen King or Daniel Steele or something. So I'm like, I'm just gonna stick true to my story and what the story I want to tell is. And if they enjoy it, great. If they don't,
Gotcha,
it's still
gotcha.
what it is.
So, Rebecca, if folks wanted to find you, how can they find you?
I'm on Facebook at Rebecca Hendricks Author. I also have a website, RebeccaHendricksAuthor.com, and I'm also on Instagram.
On Instagram. And do you guys have a final word here for our guests?
I'd just like to tell Rebecca that I've followed her on Amazon.
You get that, Becca? You got to
Thank you.
follow her.
Yes, thank you.
You got to follow her.
Yeah, do
You're
remember that
most
there are
welcome.
different levels of editing, and a story editor is completely different from a quality editor who is editing for the quality of the writing to smooth out all the speed bumps and cover over the potholes. If you go to a story editor in particular, they want to tell you how the story is from a basic level of, is it meeting the tropes? Is it something that flows? Does everything make sense? And you can do that, but like you say, it's your story. And if you don't feel you need that, just go with the quality editor for the manuscript itself, the words that are there.
There you go.
Yeah, my experience has been I like the more input the better, and sometimes there's certain things I just don't realize would be improved if I took the advice of a particular editor. Having said all that, I want to say that I'm looking at the number of hearts by everybody's name, and
Jeff needs love.
Dale,
Send Jeff love.
Oh my
Dale,
goodness.
Dale, Dale and I are tied, but
Oh, come on. I got to beat
but
him.
You brought this up
but
earlier in the show, Rebecca. You had me laugh.
but Eva Eva is way ahead.
Everybody loves Eva.
She's got so many hearts. I can't believe it, but I do
Oh
believe
my
it
goodness.
actually.
Oh my goodness. What'd you say about that, Becca? What do you have? What do you say? What do you tell Jeff about that, Becca? About these hearts? About the hearts? You know why he's got so little and Ava has so many.
That I'm not sure of. But I do want to say that this has really been an awesome experience for me because, most podcasts are so one-sided, and I think this is a really great take on having a panel to actually ask you questions. It's been really insightful and helpful to me, and I want to support all of you. So, Michael, if you want to send me some information later on, I would really appreciate it because I would really like to support everybody back.
I definitely will. I definitely will. These guys are great. I'm glad they come in. They ask some great questions, and it makes it fun. A good flow, and it helps to relax the atmosphere. Everybody's cool and just doing their thing. I enjoy it.
Yeah,
Me
it's great.
too.
It's good to network with other people too, other writers and stuff because I honestly don't know that many other writers. So I
Gotcha. And
really
that's the
appreciate the
and that's the whole
opportunity.
idea. That's why I do what I do, and I try to be professional as I can be. And I haven't heard any bad things yet, so that's a good thing.
Yeah, I really appreciate it. It was really awesome. I
Awesome.
enjoyed it very much.
Awesome. Well,
Maybe next time I can actually get on the app and
yeah, I don't know what's up with this. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? But anyway, Rebecca, it's been awesome having you here, and I'm gonna send you this so you can share with everybody. And thanks for the
yes,
feedback. I really appreciate it.
yeah, and I look forward to hooking up with Bill and everything. So that'll be awesome.
Sounds good. All right.
All right,
Well, you have a
thank
good
you.
one, Rebecca.
Okay,
All right.
you too.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Wow.
Bye
What do you
bye.
think about Rebecca, guys?
It sounds like she's writing a good book, and she's
Absolutely.
yeah, and she's enjoying it and learning as she goes, like we all are. So I thought it was great.
Nice. Yeah.
Jeff, one of the less expensive ways of getting that kind of feedback, like you say, uh, is a critique group who closely looks at that. And if they're giving you the kind of feedback you need, that's how you work out the bigger issues in your story and go, oh, I didn't even think of that. They can
Yeah,
point out things that you never saw yourself. And that
yeah.
saves money before you go to the professional editor.
Oh yeah, right. You're absolutely right, Dale. And I actually belong to two critique groups. One for one book I'm writing, and the other for another book I'm writing. And it amazes me how many times they will make me realize that I was completely missing something, that either was a contradiction or maybe it was something where a character doesn't respond when they really need to respond somehow. Uh, and times when, well, I just can't say enough about how important critiques critique groups are.
All right then. Well, it's been a great show, guys. I really appreciate you guys joining in. That was pretty cool. And
Yes,
Jeff,
thank
thanks
you,
for making me laugh.
Michael.
I really appreciate it. And I'm glad that you tied up with Dale on the heart thing.
Yeah.
That's it. I'm gonna stack the algorithm next time.
Eva's gained 3 hearts just in the last 30 seconds.
That's because they don't like us and they like her, Jeff. That's
Oh
why.
Oh,
my
yeah.
God.
Yeah. Well, I can understand it.
Oh yeah.
All right
Right.
then. All right.
Okay.
Well, Jeff, I'm
Goodbye,
glad.
Dale and Jeff and Michael.
Yeah.
Bye
Have a
bye.
good one, guys. You guys have been great. Enjoy the rest of your day or evenings. You know, I don't know what time it is over there for Eva, but thanks. You guys have been great.
All right. Thank you, Michael.
All right. All right. Dale, how many
Yes.
cups of coffee?
I did have a big second cup of coffee this morning because again I woke up early.
Ah, okay. All right. Then nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, but no
Well,
coffee after 3 o'clock, or else that's going to keep me up at night. So
all right then. All right then. Well, you have a good one, and thanks for joining. I really appreciate it.
okay.
All right. Have a good one. Wow, you guys are great. Rebecca was awesome. Sorry she couldn't get in online, but that's okay. We got her in on the phone. You know, got to improvise. She did a great job. It was a great panel. I really enjoyed it. Again, Rebecca Hendricks, the author of Hound Dogs. Just check her out on Amazon. Check out her website that she provided. Look her up and find out more about her. You know, and share her stories with everyone else. That's why I have this show here, so people can share and talk about it. It's been a great show, and I want to thank my panel, Dale Phillips, awesome. Eva Bilby from calling all the way from the UK, and Jeff Otis calling in. You guys were great. Thanks for joining. I really appreciate it. And again, Rebecca Hendricks, thank you for joining as well. Well, it's been a great show, and I want to thank everyone again for joining. And you know what I say, don't forget your coffee and have a wonderful rest of the day.